Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation, and this topic is not that unusual. What to do when your partner constantly puts you down. Now, we are not Western psychological based, okay? I used to be a divorce mediator. I was in that word. I have lots of friends who are Western style psychologists, but marriage is not helped by that approach, because there's teachings of marriage that are spiritual. And believe it or not, this is a spiritual question, because you're really asking, why doesn't my partner love me? Because it's not an act of love to put you down. They're not showing you love. And spiritually, they do love you, but they're probably angry with you, probably disappointed in the way you treat them. And so, because we are not taught how to live well and properly, their response is to put you down. It could be to ignore you, but it's not. It's to put you down. It could be to yell at you, could be to subvert your dreams, to undermine you, but it's not. Their way of letting you know is to put you down. So you can go, hey man, hey girl, stop putting me down. Ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So let's get to why you got married in the first place. You didn't get married to be put down, nor did you get mad to criticize your spouse, your partner. You got married to be happier every single day. That was your subconscious expectation. Expectations usually get in the way of harmony, but in this case, the expectation to be happier every single day should be utilized as a motivator for you to do something that will help, something positive. You see, you're not driving down the road and a bush fell in front of the car. That's not what's going on. You and your partner have together created the dynamics within your marriage, your marital relationship. And so both of you individually have tremendous power to change the dynamics of your marriage, of your relationship. In other words, you alone can change everything. And you don't have to badger your spouse, your partner, your husband, your wife. You don't have to say anything to them. What you need to do, and hopefully you've been following me and you're a subscriber, but if not, you should subscribe. You'll start to learn. But what you have to do, you must do, is you must learn to control your mind, to master it even, so that you don't have these reactions of losing your self-worth. You don't have these reactions of being angry. You don't have these reactions of getting back at them. So you have to learn how to control your mind. That's essential. That is critical. The other thing you need to do is you need to learn how to be married. For God's sake, none of us have gone to how do you get married and stay married and get the benefits from marriage school. It's not there. And this is where the Marriage Foundation is so different. I'm bringing in, I used to be a divorce mediator, and I got into this and I got down to the brass tacks. What is marriage supposed to be? It's supposed to be filled with joy. We get married to be happy. We get married to experience unconditional love. You got to learn to give. You got to learn to feel. You got to learn to get back in your heart. You see, if they're putting you down, they're sending you a strong message. You cannot get them to change by asking them, telling them, bribing them, or any other way like that. But when you change, when you're different, And it can't just be your behavior. Because if you just say, okay, well, from now on, I'm going to da 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 da, because they will see through it. We are intuitive beings. We're spiritual beings. We are souls. We have a body and we have a mind, so we see through stuff like that, the pretend stuff. You know, we get messages all the time from people who are taking our courses. You know, we have courses, and some people say, well, I've been practicing the so technique and I don't say anything anymore, and I've been showing love, and I've been, and our counselors always have to respond, yes, I believe you. But the main purpose of the so technique is to move the clutter from the mind so you can feel yourself as a soul and you can relate to your partner soul to soul, not mind to mind. The outer behaviors matter, of course, but what's 150,000 times more important is where you're coming from. If you're coming from a place of love, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And some of you will say, I come from a place of love all the time and da 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 da. No, you're not. Because when you truly come from a place of love, which means you're putting their needs ahead of your own, where you see them through eyes that get misty out of love, it's different. And your behaviors will be quite different. They won't be contrived. They won't be made to solicit or elicit a different kind of response. They will be natural. And that is how you're supposed to live in your marriage. You know, your marriage is perfectly designed to bring the most amazing love into your life, the most amazing joy. I think it's the greatest gift that God has given us stupid mortals, where we could really enjoy our true selves, is through marriage. So what to do if your partner is constantly putting you down? Change yourself. Don't hear what they're putting you down about. Just know you need to change yourself into the most ideal woman or ideal man who's ever existed, who puts them ahead of everything. So that's it. And you know, a lot of people want to become TMF marriage counselors because of how we're doing it. And so I'm starting to create a course to teach people, because we want counselors. So that's it. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. I hope you subscribed to this already, and if not, please do so. Like the video, come back again. God bless you. Take care.